Do you think there should be a ban potentially in the future? What do you need to feel comfortable moving forward?
So let me clearly say that I heard a lot of information that was given out improperly. I don't think that anyone should give people wrong information for something that needs to go to a ballot. I think clearly you should educate the constituents on what you are trying to put on the ballot. And because a lot of times when you are miseducating people, that hurts the confidence that council members have in the initiative that you're putting out. So there's been many false statements that have been given. One is council is going to cause contractors to not have jobs, regardless to whether or not council votes yes or no. If council votes yes to send it to the ballot, it still doesn't guarantee that the ballot initiative is going to pass. So it still has to be voted on by the people. So to put out false information about if council does not vote yes for this, to me, you're not working with council because you're putting the people against council. If you're going to work with council, you're not going to put people against council, contractors against council. You're going to work to make sure that the problems and the concerns that council has are addressed. The fact that there is still a federal investigation going on under the title of demolition. And then, as I indicated on yesterday, regardless to whether or not there will be any other city officials or employees implicated, has no bearing on the fact that there is still a federal investigation on demolition. Now I have two questions. My first question is, if the feds said that there would be no other city or officials or employees indicted or charged, and during their investigation they found out information they didn't have and they changed their mind, what can anybody do anything because the feds changed their mind and decided to actually indict or charge someone? So no, I don't think anybody can do anything about it, and that charge or that indictment would still be there. If you let this investigation complete itself out, and then you say, let's shoot for the demolition bond, that's a totally different thing. There is no question in anyone's mind, because the investigation is completed, on what the feds were investigating. So if there's information that have changed to let me know that a federal investigation is completed, there will be some things that I might reconsider. But even if the federal investigation has completed, I need to know that some of the information and all of the information that was given in the audit of the Auditor General that I requested many years ago, there has been a change. I've often said that you can take an employee and move them to another department. But if you have the same problem and the same employee, if you have the same employee, I don't care what department or what you want to call the department, you're going to have the same problem. So changing the name of a department doesn't mean that you're going to get the results that will be changed. So my mama always said, if you do the same thing the same way, you're going to get the same results. And so I need to know that there's going to be a change, and that the people who were involved in the problems that were shown in the report are not the same people that will be doing the new job.
And at this point, that hasn't been provided.
And I need to know who will be doing those jobs. You know, I think that there are ways that you can rehab a house and not necessarily
Tear it down.
demolish the house. Every house that is on the demolition list does not need to be demolished. We have people that are working homeless people. And we need to find a way to help address some of the problems that we have in this city with people who are homeless, who can actually afford to live in a home, but cannot afford the mortgage for that home. And demolishing that home is not helping. And furthermore, we've been talking about the master plan for the city of Detroit almost since I've been here. And I've not seen a master plan yet. If you're gonna continue to demolish homes, that means you're gonna continue to have vacant land. And so what is the master plan for the city? And I've indicated to Arthur Jemison and others, when we come up with a master plan, we do not need to talk at the community. We need to talk to the community to find out what the community want in their community. The recommendation was that the mayor talked to the legislators that are in DC. Michigan, Detroit received the most hardest hit fund dollars. Perhaps dollars can also still be appropriated on the federal level. We have a House of Representative person from the city of Detroit by the name of Brenda Lawrence, who sits on appropriations. There are other House representatives in the state of Michigan whom the mayor can lobby to ask them to put additional dollars in the federal budget for demolition. Michigan gives a lot of federal dollars to the federal government. And so helping the state of Michigan, I also don't feel that people should be intimidated for a vote. It's okay to lobby people. I don't have any problem telling anyone why I chose to vote or chose to ask the questions that I asked or explain what I'm doing to anyone. But I refuse to be intimidated or to try to be intimidated. That doesn't work very well with me. By anyone, be it whoever. Intimidation does not work well with me. I am going to do my due diligence to the best of my ability. I have to live with the vote that I take to represent the entire city of Detroit. And I am going to vote based on the information that I have before me and do the thing that I feel is right for the citizens, on all of the citizens of this city. That is my charge, that is my job, and that is what I will do.